What if the greatest empire the world has ever known never fell? What if the Mongol dynasty, under the leadership of Genghis Khan and his descendants, had persisted through the centuries? Today we'll explore an alternate history where the Mongol Empire never crumbled, and the world we know is forever altered by their unyielding rule. Welcome to Go Hard History. The Mongols were unmatched in their military prowess, conquering vast territories from Eastern Europe to the edges of China. But they were more than just ruthless warriors. They were also masters of cultural exchange, diplomacy, and commerce. Imagine a world where their empire never disintegrated, a world where the Mongols continued to dominate for centuries. Socially, the Mongol Empire was known for its religious tolerance and the amalgamation of diverse cultures. In this alternate world, these practices would have solidified into a global standard. Rather than a world defined by Western ideals, we'd see a more syncretic society, blending the spiritual practices of the East with the scientific curiosity of the West. Islam, Buddhism, and shamanistic beliefs would be widespread, perhaps even coexisting in the same regions without the conflicts that characterized our history. The Mongol Empire was a vast network of trade routes, the legendary Silk Road being its most famous. If the empire had endured, global trade would likely be even more interconnected. Economically, this could mean a world where the East, Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Eastern Europe would be the dominant economic superpowers. The wealth generated by these regions would surpass that of the West, potentially flipping the balance of global power. But what of the Americas? Would the Mongols have ventured across the oceans to the New World? It's possible. In this alternate timeline, the Mongols might have discovered the Americas before Columbus, establishing trade routes and colonies long before the Europeans. The indigenous cultures of the Americas might have merged with Mongol influences, leading to a very different cultural and social landscape. The United States, as we know it, might be a far less influential global player, overshadowed by a powerful coalition of Mongol-influenced states. When it comes to technology, the Mongols were already ahead of their time in some areas, especially in military strategy and communication systems, like their famed relay stations. In this alternate world, we might see technology that blends ancient ingenuity with modern innovation. The Mongols valued practical, efficient solutions, so it's likely they would have prioritized advancements in transportation, communication, and agriculture over consumer technologies. Imagine a world where advanced irrigation systems dominate the landscape, and where horseback communication evolved into something akin to a global internet centuries ahead of its time. Politically, the world would be unrecognizable. The centralized power of the Mongol Empire would have reshaped the political map. China, India, and the Middle East might emerge as the dominant superpowers, with governments deeply rooted in Mongol administrative practices. Western-style democracy might not be the norm. Instead, we might see a hybrid political system, a blend of autocracy with meritocratic elements, influenced by the Mongol tradition of promoting individuals based on ability rather than birthright. In this world, the Mongols might have continued their practice of cultural exchange, but on a global scale. The arts, sciences, and philosophies of various cultures would be even more intertwined. The Renaissance as we know it might never have happened, or it could have taken place in Samarkand rather than Florence. The blending of knowledge from across the vast Mongol Empire could have led to scientific and cultural revolutions in different parts of the world. Perhaps one of the most significant impacts would be on global conflicts. The Mongol Empire, at its peak, maintained peace across its territories through a combination of military might and effective governance, Pax Mongolica. In this alternate timeline, large-scale wars between superpowers might have been less common, as the world would be united under a common banner for centuries. The Cold War, World Wars, and even the colonial conquests might have been replaced by smaller, regional conflicts, with the Mongols acting as arbiters of global peace. But every empire, no matter how powerful, has its challenges. The Mongols would have faced internal strife, resistance from conquered peoples, and the constant challenge of maintaining such a vast and diverse empire. Eventually, even the Mongol dynasty might have splintered, but the world it left behind would be one of profound interconnection, where the lines between East and West are forever blurred. In the end, history is shaped by countless factors: decisions made, battles fought, alliances forged. But imagining a world where the Mongol dynasty never fell gives us a glimpse into the profound impact one empire can have on the course of human history. If you enjoyed this journey through alternate history, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the past that could have been.